I'm from Azerbaijan, and I was here for residence in 2023, and then recently I got a proposal from the German said that we want to make exhibition, so I decided to say yes, let's go back to Lisbon. And I want to just give a short information about these paintings, because normally I don't paint. I mean, I paint, but I paint mostly by myself. It's like my diaries. It's very personal stuff, which I'm doing it since, I don't know, I'm a kid, and sketching, painting. I have here like 14 of them, but I have left like maybe 40, 50, 60 in Azerbaijan. I couldn't bring because of some logistical issues. Yeah, it's mainly Azerbaijan is like, it's a beautiful country. I'm from the second largest city, Ganja, and this city is very, how to say, specific place. There are specific rules which is not written in terms of, I would say, human rights, women rights, whatever rights. So we have a lot of issues to change, and of course it's also affected me and my life, my family. So the stories like this that I saw, I mean, I would say that it's a patriarchal society. So the main figure is a man. So, and everyone is accepting this without any, like, how to say, questioning or asking why it should be like this. And you're born like a man, and the man figure, boy, you already have some responsibilities, and you have to follow these rules and everything, and take this role of main figure in the society. And it's also the same with the woman, they know their role, and it's very, how to say, still going on in the city like mine, and in the small towns even like situation is worse. So in my case it was a bit different, because in the early 90s I born, and my family was very happy living their life. My father is also artist. He was like painting, selling artworks. We were like happy, and it stopped somehow in the end of 90s. I was a kid, 5-6 years, and my father couldn't somehow paint anymore, sell his paintings. It didn't work. Probably he got depressed, and he started drink. And in this like change, it was a big change for me, for my family, because the roles kind of started to change. My mother became a main figure in the family, because I mean, she was nurse. She had to study, everything. She worked before my father. And by the way, my father stole my mother, so they didn't know each other before wedding. So it was just, so anyway, she saw that we don't have money, the situation is really bad. My dad is just drinking, and she, she must work somehow, and she started to work in very shitty polyclinics in very shitty condition. And this, let's say, this period of my life, like I always measure it with my father's drinking period, from like 99, 2000 till when I went to army, 2013. So 14, 15 years, all my childhood, young age, I mean, I had to work, my mother, everything was complicated. And so when this happened, let's say my father's fall, I realized that, okay, there is something wrong in this society, because, before this I was thinking everything is black or white, that's it. You have father, main figure, man, we are the best, we do everything, and you have mother, and yeah, and then yes, it somehow changed. So yeah, and these paintings are like partly from these episodes from my life. Some like this is the place, for example, where we had a school right in front of our house, and this was the place in the yard of the school. It was in the shitty condition after I don't know, the story of my country is a bit complicated because of Soviets, we had very tough times, and basically my school was under really shitty condition. I use a lot of this word, shit. Yeah, this was the place where these trees, I don't know, grasses, I don't know the name in English, they were growing very long because no one was really taking care of. And you could go in And there was a bench, I don't know, somehow it appeared there. And when I was feeling always alone and, with myself fighting, that why, for example, my family is having these problems, or why my father, because, you're a kid, you're getting a lot of, pressure from the society. When your father is just sleeping and your mother is out working, doing something like, acting like a man, a main figure, and it's hard. Especially when you're a boy, we have, this, you have to keep this, like a reputation. I don't know this. I cannot describe this feeling. Yeah, that was the place where I was always going away from everyone and hiding myself or whatever. So I was feeling, so yeah, like there are some different stuff. I don't know if I should talk about each of them, or if you have a questions, I can answer. And if you really ask this painting, I can. I mean, this, for example, it's obvious that I put the name under protection because, yeah, I was always thinking that we have this cutting stuff. We are a Muslim country. The majority of the population, they're following religion, and this is the big issue when you're cutting your. I don't know the name in English. Maybe you know. Yeah, exactly. This one. It's a complicated. So and this time I was like, oh my God, they're cutting my peace of mind, and everyone is just celebrating this. And why? I'm in the pain, and like it's a big issue. Like, ooh, that man is becoming. Like, boy is becoming a man because you cut. And I was like, oh my God, there is something wrong. So and probably it comes from this years that I found this sketch in my, I don't know, somewhere. And I was like, okay, I'm going to paint also this. Yeah, I have million sketches with all episodes. I don't know what I should.
You do that as an adult?
Sorry?
You do that as an adult? Like,
paintings, yeah, but sketch, no.
No, the circumcision is done with a grown person, like a person, not a child.
I cannot hear.
What age were you when you were circumcised?
I was in the first grade, so something. It was a bit late for me, for my brother, and it was very dramatic. I remember this day. Yeah, I don't know. It's yeah. So, but it's like, again, you don't have a choice, and no one is giving you really that choose that if you wanna cut your piece or not, or if you wanna be a main figure in the family or just live your life. And yeah, that's the main issue. So, for example, this is my mother. She's my hero, I would say, and with her I start to respect women and understand that, okay, I mean, it was when I was a 6th or 5th that I was thinking that, everything is again black and white. But then my mother somehow became a, inspiration and motivation. She worked a lot. She really did a lot for me and for my brother, that we are safe, because, yeah, at these times my country was really having difficult times and we could easily just lost. And yeah, and she got a lot of difficulties also with her health, a lot of problems. So this is injures, I just wrote, because she got a cancer and she fought against cancer, and they cut her 3 times from this part and a bit from this part, and now she's fighting, and I mean, she's winning. And I believe she will also win now. Also, right now, I mean, she's in the process of rehabilitation and whatever. So yeah, this is another episode. We didn't have let's say, that much money to buy toys, and this is our favorite toy. We were making it out of the sock. So I made it here with the proposal of Gemma that maybe we should do it again. So it's basically socks. It's nice, you can play. So it was our main. It's really, I don't know, brings me to back. It's very, I don't know, specific toy for me. Sometimes I do it also now and play. So yeah, I don't know what else. La 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 la. This is, I guess, more connected to this. We can jump to. There are some more like.
What about your choice to leave this on the side?
This is just I didn't use extra something. I was putting paint and like.
So maybe
I
we
love it.
didn't explain very much, but all of these paintings, they were already made in Azerbaijan. But
Yeah, this part.
he couldn't bring them, so he remade them
We
very
are,
quickly.
we are recording it also. The Tarkun.
So,
No, I'm joking. I will tell the story. I mean, you can continue. Sorry.
no, please.
Yeah, in Azerbaijan we have a rule. If you're an artist, you have a painting and you want to bring it to the outside of the country, you have to go to the National Museum of Art and they have to give you permission and approve that this is your artwork and this is not a treasure or something. I told them it's for sure not treasure. It just but they didn't. They were asking like 30, 40 euros for this, which is crazy big money for me personally and for Azerbaijanis also, because like our salary is like something like 100, 200, something like this. And then they're asking 50 marks. I have 40, 50 of them, and I wanted to bring all. Then I was like, okay, it will not work somehow. And I decided to just bring, the canvas with me, and I just did it when I was around Europe, partly here, partly in Germany. I was traveling. I had a long trip to Portugal because we don't have a direct flight to Portugal also. It's another issue. Yeah, they will kill me. Yeah. So yeah, basically, yeah, I made them here. But yeah, the original ones and more I have. I hope one day I will somehow bring them also out the country. So yeah. And we have more paintings there. You can see it's more or less about army years. I can tell a few words also, or you want to watch? Same time.
Better acoustic inside.
Okay. It's just a small room.
Are you going to put them, stretch them on a...
Yeah, this is the frame.
I love this.
Yeah, if someone will buy here, maybe.
I think they're really, I love the way that looks.
Shows the process.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you. And you're having a talk also after me, right?
Yeah.
That's perfect. So I'm not lost. Hello. So yeah, a few more words about army years, and this is, let's start from this. I call it Caucasian kiss because in this geography, again, being man, it's really like it's a big responsibility. You have to keep your this man status always, even though you don't want or you don't feel that you're a man, And yeah, but we have really funny paradoxal situations. For example, when we say hi with men, we don't touch women normally, but we are kissing each other, which is for me was also another weird stuff that, okay, we are men and then we are thinking that to being a gay, for example, or showing love to someone is very bad stuff, that you can't do this. But then you're like licking your on the street and everybody's doing this. It's normal, I did it in Germany with my friend and then was like, what are you doing? It's like, and we were walking holding like this, and then it was like, hey, everyone will think that you're okay. I was like, oh, really? Because everyone is doing you are like, I guess we need this, but somehow we cannot do it to the woman. That's why we do it to the men, but it really looks really funny. And yeah, it was really, I don't know, it's probably my friends. I painted them friends from the childhood. He's another, how to say, the figure that I got a lot of inspiration because I told you recently that, for example, he is married, he has 2 kids, he loves extremely his wife, but he's not holding his hands when they are in the street. He's like, for him, it's like, no, he has to, walk like this. And he's like, hey, come on, why you're not? Like, no. Why? Explain me why you cannot do this. He's like, I don't know, I cannot show this to anyone. It's very private. When he's in the home, yes, they are really when he's going out to the people, he's like, yeah, no, like, oh my God, what's that? And then you're kissing with man and everything, doing whatever. So it's also he was in the same army unit with me. Probably somehow it became together here. I didn't plan it to put them. So, so yeah, it's from army years, and it was hard for me to be in army. It's obligatory in Azerbaijan. If you're a man, you have to be in the army, and it's 18 months when you are not studying. And I was quitted from university, so for me it was 18 months, 548 days. I was counting each day that when it will finish. And yeah, again, no one is asking. No one is really like care if you want, if you are ready for this and you are 18, you have to go to army and they basically teach you kill someone. You know, it's not that you're going and watching movie. And this is, I don't know, for me it was crazy because I can't do this, you know, I cannot kill anyone. And yeah, it was very dramatically for me also, even though it's 10 years, 11 years I already finished, but still I feel it in my body. And then we had some war issues in my country with Armenia, and also it was somehow this army conflict war. I also, you know, work on this in my art, not only in the paintings. So it's like part of myself. And in army also you have a lot of actually funny and interesting stuff because all men together with this, I don't know how to describe this society, with this blocked framed society, and then they're coming together and you see very funny and interesting and weird situations and cases, which is like really, I don't know, it's like, oh my god, what to say now. So yeah, I don't know what I should say more. Gemma, tell me. Or you can ask questions, I can answer.
I can ask. I'm interested in how you realize from a young age certain contradictions, just by observing your surroundings and thinking. At least that's what I understood from the explanation. That you kind of why this happens, but this also happens. It doesn't make sense. I was curious to know if something from outside your mind also gave you some courage to expand on those thoughts, like something you saw around, some people, some private talks, like. It was all in your mind, you were always seeing the contradiction, but there was no reinforcement from outside in any sense, like other artists talk. No?
I guess it was mainly struggle because we had in like what was happening around me with my family mainly because I was a kid. I was not going that much to other people or someone that to have a chance at 5 or 6 years to listen to someone that hey there is something, or we didn't have a television to watch or something. So it was totally just to observing my mother, my father, and what's happening, and a bit from neighborhood because it's all in the same society, you know, like everything is the same almost. And I have million of my friends, million of, I don't know, people from my age, before my age, like before my generation, after my, they are having the same probably the like issues with family, how their fathers are, because you know, again, no one is asking you that if you want to be a main figure in the family, if you want to take these responsibilities, no one talks, no one, like it just people are just leaving. So yeah, nothing from out, it was just probably observing. I like observing. I'm observing.
But that's maybe the reason that push you out of Azerbaijan and searching for other.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, I love Azerbaijan as a country. It's a beautiful country when you are not a citizen. You know? I mean, it's interesting to see what's happening there because a lot of stuff, and it's in the change. So it's changing. These stuff are slowly, you know, before you couldn't wear something colorful, people would stone you. What's this? Why you're like, I had a purple hat. I was just putting it. My family had a million problem because of this, that your son is gay. What are you doing? So it's very like, I don't know, we are like, yes. And now it's changing, and to see this change, I don't know, my life will be enough to see this total change. Probably no, it will not happen, but at least that you can see that, I don't know, now women are more independent, getting more independent, they can do their business, I don't know, they can go out, I don't know, you can see this a bit, like it's getting more lighter, not like, for example, when I was a kid. I don't know, 15 years, 20 years ago, it was crazy. So you can see girls are smoking outside, for example, now, slowly, which is progress. So yeah, sadly, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I hope I didn't close the microphone. So yeah.
I'm also curious, but I was thinking these two things. From a more you said you recreated these paintings.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the original and the copy? Did you feel some
I'm not. I mean, it's all my babies, so. I mean, it's not exactly what I did there. They look a bit different. This is different, so I will probably paint again this. If I feel to make one more piece, I will do it again. I don't know. So it's like I have because it's really a lot. So if I will start to think about, I will get mad. I just do whatever I feel. Yeah, I'm satisfied. I mean, they could be a bit bigger, but I guess the place also gives you, this shape. So it happened somehow, but it happened. So I would really love to bring more and do more, but yeah. So we have just and my socks. So
Are the originals bigger? Are the dimensions of the originals? Or
some of yes, some of them no, but some of them yes, and most of them yes actually. Yeah. That's why I probably choose this 40 to 30. It's small. And then I just, okay, let's do it like this.
Yeah, basically came with a roll.
Yeah, it came with a roll.
In the bus or whatever.
I mean, yeah, it traveled a lot of scanning. Shh, what is this? Bombing? No, it's not.
Yeah, I'm actually interesting. For us was a surprise that you proposed painting because it's not a facet that we knew about Kafar. Like when he was here in residency, he was working on sculpture installations and video performance that you presented. And so I was really surprised and happy to see this part of your production, and I'm curious, is it because you were recently in Azerbaijan? Is it something that you want to carry on? Is it really a shift in your artistic practice, or is it something that will come and go and it has always been there somehow?
I guess it was always somewhere there, because again, my father was painting, and I was enjoying this smell of painting since I'm like kid. He never led to me to go to the school to learn something, because he's doing some academical, really classical Chico paintings, and for me it was a bit different. But I was always next to him and doing something, like small paintings. I don't know. A lot of sketching, and somehow it was becoming paintings, but I never showed them again. I don't know. I thought maybe it's very mine. I don't need to, but I don't know. Things are changing. Feelings also. You want to share something with people. So yeah, that's the main reason. But this project with installation, with I don't know, performance, or I also continue. It's not it's going, I guess, together, but this is more somewhere, hidden, somehow appearing and then again. Yeah, it's the same. It's also mine. This is also mine. So all babies. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm curious to have a practical example of what's happening in your life. I know you're going to have an exhibition in Brussels. I'm curious to know what you're going to present there.
It's more research based. We had a project in Tbilisi, in Georgia, with cultural workers from Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Moldova. It was really interesting because we have a conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan, so we are not really meeting each other that much. So I never worked. I worked somehow with some Armenian cultural workers and artists, but this time was a bit longer and more intense. So we went there and it was really interesting. They brought us to different, and the topic was Soviet monuments, because it's a kind of common history for us and common, I don't know, culture, let's say. So there were some monuments. They were very interesting. One of them was right next to Azerbaijani border with Georgia, and it was the friendship monument of Azerbaijani, Armenian, and Georgian youth, young people, and it was very symbolic at that times. In the Soviet times, they were doing festivals there annually because it was the location. It's very important. It's very strategically, you have a way to Yerevan, the capital of Armenia, to Tbilisi and to Baku. It's very a meeting point, let's say, for this. We didn't have a border like a European Union, no border control, nothing, no conflict, nothing. So now this monument is not working anymore, of course, the situation, and they had this border control. It's in Georgian side. So we went there, we got arrested because we were very close. We got fined that you cannot come here. So it's very like near borderline. So I told to organizers we should not go. They will catch us. They was like, no, let's go. We will. And then you see Azerbaijani flag already from another side. I was like, oh my God, I have Armenian person. He's potential enemy, and me. And we are going to our border. I was like, oh my God, we are going to. And then somehow it worked. So we got fined. We paid our fine back. So, and then I was very curious about this project because I'm kind of hoping that we will have a peace. And then we will somehow work together in this geography, which because really interesting and very, I don't know, hot location, I would say. I decided to make a research about this monument, how it became, what was the intention, what was the goal, why they did this, when, how, which conditions. It was interesting. I found architecture group who worked on this monument, artists. Some of them are already dead. I found a woman who was the daughter of this main architecture who did this. So it's very like long research. And now we are like presenting this mainly outcomes of this research in the Brussels, because the main event is happening there. I don't know why. It's some related with European Union or something. So that's it. They gave us mine. So and then I don't know. I guess after I will go to France to residency for a few months again, but it's not true yet. We will see.
Okay.
So I'm jumping from one place to another. So I hope I didn't close it with my sure. Yes.
Don't have any questions? Maybe we had to
Yeah.
release you from this suffering.
No, it's okay. No, I don't feel like that. I'm happy to see. I didn't expect it actually. People will come because of rain, and also we did very little promotion, as you say. I don't know. You have a feeling that no one is interested what you did, but then people are appearing. It's another like feeling of happiness. Yeah.
What's happening?
They already got what?
Thank you for sharing.
It's a new way to. Thank you.